As you can see, the show is now open to the public. Over here, there's a Michelin seminar going on. The experts are here. But look at what this is behind us. This is the brand new 2024 H3 shell. Now, these are just going into production. Only a few of the converters have them. This is the most technologically advanced shell Prevost has created. Here, come on in and take a look around, and I'm going to show you just a couple of features that are just cutting edge. Well, there's a lot of great stuff to see here at the Prevost Expo. This right here, in my opinion, is the most exciting. Here, take a look around. This is the 2024 Prevost H3 shell. Now, I say shell, not chassis, because here, this is what separates Prevost from every other RV, including very high-end RVs from the pack. Instead of being built just on a base platform and having some walls erected around them and then putting on a roof, this is how your converter, the different converters who will, set up the interiors and all the creature comforts for you, this is how they receive the unit. This thing is solid. They use the same shell for commercial buses. They are crash tested. NHTSA looks over them. They make sure that they are safe to carry passengers on board. Now, that's what separates Prevost from everything else out there. If I had to sum it up into one word, it's safety. And let me tell you something. I'm not on their payroll. I'm a previous owner. I shopped around for everything that's out there, and that's why I ended up with Prevost. You pay a little bit more, but even though pre-owned models are great values when compared to a new RV, and I said, the safety aspect is important. Now, speaking of safety, this right here is the most amazing thing that I'm seeing on a motorhome. I'm going to sit down right here. Now, let's face it. Mirrors are your number one safety device on any motorhome, because that's how you check what's around you. Before you change lanes, you give a look. You're constantly looking at your mirrors. Well, suppose there was an improvement on the mirrors that gave you wider fields of vision and got rid of blind spots. Well, that's what Prevost has done with this. This is their e-mirror system. Now, let me tell you how this works. These can be a replacement for your exterior mirrors. However, you need to check your local laws, because each state by state is different. I've talked to some converters who, for new customers, they're putting these in, and they're making the exterior mirrors removable. So, for example, if they're in one state, they say you don't need mirrors. You can take them off, stow them, and only use this. If they get into a state where there is a mirror requirement, you can pop them back on. Now, when you talk about the mirrors, Prevost has great mirrors. They're large, they're easy to see, they give you great views. However, all exterior mirrors, any kind of exterior, anything on something as large as this, it's going to have wind resistance, and it's going to have a level of wind noise. Well, if you remove the mirrors, you're going to get rid of that, and that's going to result in a savings in fuel economy. That's just an amazing thing. Now, let me show you how these work, because when I first heard that this was coming, I made the assumption they would put the left mirror here and the right mirror all the way over there, but they didn't. And I said, that's kind of strange, but I'm looking at it now while sitting in the seat. I'm saying you have your left mirror here, your right here, but you have a bunch of different views. You get a lot of information on here. Now, one fact of life that anybody who's ever driven a motorhome knows, there are blind spots, and they can be right out there by your front passenger door. Some RV makers put a little window down there so you can see if there's a motorcycle or a puppy dog out there. You don't have that with this. You can see all the way down to the side of your coach. And this handles the full length of the coach. It really is an amazing thing. Now, other than the fuel savings, there's something else that's very cool about this. This is not exclusive to the new 2024 shells. If you have a 2019 or newer Prevost, whether it's an H3 or an X3, this can be added, by Prevost. And it's an amazing technology. I don't have the prices yet, so check with Prevost and check with your converter. There's a lot of other cool things around the dash, and I'm not going to go into it this moment, but you can see how they changed all the buttons. You no longer have to reach back to reach some things. They moved the tire pressure monitoring system up to where it's not going to be prone to glare. It's just an amazing upgrade. And by the way, there's a lot of other upgrades, both aerodynamically, and in the engine. Also, they've made it much easier to service. But if you combine everything, including the mirrors, the fuel efficiency is 12%. Now, I have a bunch more videos online right now from the Prevost Expo. Just go to youtube.com/thegadgetguru, and don't forget to subscribe. That's it for now. I'm the Gadget Guru, Andy Parr.